Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Gitaly 17.1 planning issue for the GitLab 17.1 release scheduled for June of 2024. I'm going to go through this kind of quickly here, just as we buzz through this, and then I want to talk a little bit more in detail about some of the specific epics and things we're working on. We expect normal capacity with this release. There's no holidays or any major vacation coming up for our team members that we know of at this point, so we're expecting a full capacity. It is now Q2 for 2025 for the GitLab team. Therefore, our OKRs and objectives have slightly shifted, though the themes are relatively the same and should not really impact our long-term efforts. One of our major themes this time around is supporting our customers, as this is, a customer-focused as always, but we're putting an additional emphasis on this in the Gitaly team by ensuring that we're managing our support requests from other teams within GitLab, and these customer support requests get the highest priority possible. So we are working to schedule these out into specific releases, and we're prioritizing them to ensure that our customers are getting the utmost support possible from our team. One of the major objectives we have is improving scalability, reliability, and availability. I have some internal OKR links and KR links for those team members who wish to look at them. I also have included tracking epics for each of these that are public in an effort to allow anybody watching this to kind of get a feel for what we're working on. And these are some of the things I'll be talking through. One of those objectives is to improve the Gitaly repository scaling. We've been working with the upstream Git project to implement ref table support. This is a new backend I've talked about in the past. We have updated things slightly, and we have a tracking epic here. This epic, the goal here is to migrate to the use of ref tables and have some post-upstream improvements. So things we've noticed that we'd like to improve upstream as well. We want to continue giving back to this on the upstream mailing list, so that's very important to our team. When it comes to migrating the use of ref tables, we are migrating to use ref tables. We're looking to implement tooling in Git to migrate between ref formats that will allow us to go between the files backend and the ref table backend. This is critical to allow our repositories to migrate between the two if necessary, but primarily for us to migrate from a files backend to a reference table backend. We also want to complete supporting ref tables in Gitaly. And as we scale through here, we'll see that there's a few items still open here that we're working on actively, and we'll continue to work throughout this release in this milestone. The second item is to optimize diff generation in Gitaly. There are some significantly variable performance factors when it comes to performing gits in or diffs in Git. And therefore, we're trying to make this a little bit more deterministic. We have a tracking epic here where we're kind of walking through some of these options, and we're introducing new diff parsers for diff blobs. We're also implementing a process cache for this, and we're looking to have this support generating batches of blob diffs instead of just one by one. This will be a much more efficient calling structure. So this is something we're looking to implement here in Q2, starting in 17.0 and carrying into 17.1 and 17.2. There will be continued work on this, and it's coming along quite nicely. We're quite excited for this opportunity to improve the performance of our GitLab architecture. The final thing I wanted to talk on is the initial implementation of Gitaly on Kubernetes. This is a pretty fantastic opportunity to go fully cloud native with Gitaly. This has been a challenge for us and Git projects in general, as Git doesn't always play well with Kubernetes. We've made some significant strides in understanding where the bottlenecks may be and any sort of problems, and we've taken the learnings from Q1's objective to determine where there may be issues, and we've actually put together this follow-up issue where we're going to try to support Gitaly on Kubernetes, and this is where we're actually going to put some of these things into place, some of the learnings we've applied. Our goal is to move forward in a way that allows us to test this internally and see if this is something viable for our customers. Our goal is by the end of Q4 to have this functioning and be able to have it generally available in some capacity to our customers. But there's some opportunities ahead of time to kind of prepare for this. And this requires quite a lot of work from our team. So we're very excited to kick this off, actually get to work on it, and really see if we can make this function as we expect it to, where we preserve data integrity and ensure that performance is adequate. As always, if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or any of the team members. You feel free to comment on either the video that's posted online or this planning issue itself. Posting the planning issue will allow us to actually have a conversation with you as well. and reference other issues and provide you other links. So that's an optimum way of reaching out to the team. If there's ever anything I can do or you'd like to talk to me about your Gitaly or Git storage needs, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you very much.